welcome to Glodicadi Marriage School. In today's video, I want to be talking about a very exciting, in fact, interesting topic that, I myself, I'm going to enjoy this, and I promise you that you will enjoy it too. So sit tight, let's discuss. So what are we talking about today? We are discussing on this topic of bringing in more romance into your relationship. It can be your marriage with your, partner, or it can be your relationship. Maybe you guys are still dating or courting, preparing, or trying to end up in marriage. It doesn't matter. We are talking about romance here. How do we ignite that fire of romance once again? How do we make it an everyday thing? You shouldn't allow it to die. When there is no romance in a relationship, everything becomes so boring, so technical, and so mechanical. We are talking about human relationship here, so there should be romance. There should be something that gives you joy. There should be something that maybe keeps your adrenaline pumping. The first recommendation is to change your tone of voice from today. Do you know that there is a tone of voice you will use to pass a sweet message across, and it will be misunderstood? This is to tell you that the tone you use when talking sometimes can make you sound so, should I use the word crass, or casual with somebody else. So now we are talking about resurrecting romance in your relationship. I want you to adopt a sweeter tone of voice when talking to your partner. Now, let me bring this to the domain of the women. If you are arguing with your husband or your partner, as the case may be, and you are only using these harsh words, or you are using sarcastic, dismissive, casual, and uninterested. Like, there was a video I was saying about something you want to tell somebody, whatever, like you dismiss that person, whatever. You see, all these things, the tones are different, and the person you've used this tone on will understand the message you're passing through in different ways, because of the way it came out, because of the way the word sounded from you. That means this tone of voice is very, very important. Learn to, use this gentle, placating and romantic tone when you are discussing with your partner, even during argument. This is funny, I know, but you can imagine if somebody is raising his voice and getting so angry, and then you calmly said, "Honey, I am so sorry. Please don't be angry. I know, look, we can talk about this, okay? When I did it, it wasn't intentional. I know it's like me, it's not my normal way of talking, but we are talking about, trying to be romantic, even when you guys are quarreling. And I bet you, if you maintain this particular tone of voice with him, no matter how angry he is, you'll be so surprised that he will just calm down." The next one I want to be talking about here is the names, okay? Calling sweet names. You see, a lot of women do not know how to maybe call these sweet names like honey, sweetheart, all that and all that. Some of us are, we are culprits, like we don't really know how to flow. But it's so important that you find a sweet name to be calling your husband. Now, I discovered, no, not just calling your husband, also calling your wife. Now, I discovered that some people have taken this name calling for granted, that even when they are quarreling, they are calling it. I don't understand. You are quarreling with somebody, you are still calling him honey. What's the honey doing in such a situation? It's so funny. It doesn't make sense. How can you be calling him honey? Okay, just imagine telling somebody, "Honey, you are very stupid." My goodness. Even a man, if you are so used to calling your wife honey, even when you are insulting her, you'll be calling her honey. That's so funny, and it's so unacceptable. So you see, let me also marry this together with the same one I said in the first place. Tone of voice. The tone you use to call somebody honey will show the level of honey you are expressing towards him or her. Still on this choice of names to call our partners, I will recommend, like I said, this is recommendation. It's not written on stone. I'm just recommending that, ladies, you stop calling your male partners your husband's baby. It sounds so off. Like, Calling a man baby is, to me, is wrong. Why? See, you are supposed to be the baby. Men are mature, masculine, and they want to be respected and they want to feel that feminine vibes from you. Let me tell you something. You as a woman should be the baby. Let the man call you baby and then pamper you. This one is, it's for your own good. I'm just saying this for your own good. Let the man call you baby. You can call him honey, you can call him your sweetheart, you can call him your best, you can call him anything you want to call him. But you see this baby thing, please, let's stop using this baby one on men. Allow men to be the mature people they are. Allow men to pamper us, like allow them to pamper us, and then you to learn to act like a baby. I wouldn't want my husband to be acting like a baby in front of me. I want to act like a baby while he acts like what? The man, to be pampering me, the baby. The next thing I want you to start doing today to make your relationship sweeter and more romantic is changing your body language. There are a lot of ways you can act cute. Acting cute. You see, if you're a woman and you act cute in front of your male partner, it makes him feel as if he is in charge and you are his baby. Like you are his, I don't know, somebody he wants to protect, somebody he wants to pamper. So, as ladies, try to use your body language to make your relationships or your marriages more romantic. Act cute. Stop trying to be in charge when there is a man there. Allow him. You see that authority? Give it to him. Let him be in charge. Are you trying to stress yourself? I don't want to stress myself. Let him carry all those stress on his own head while I'll be what? The feminine person, the softness he needs. In fact, that's what I want to be. Please, you as a man or as the husband or the male partner, you should also try to at least notice this cuteness and do what? Appreciate it and maybe act in accordance so that her efforts will not be wasted. I know you can. Another interesting one I want you to start doing today, both as a man or as a woman. Please stop arguing, and trying to win an argument with your husband. Men don't like it. I mean, if you want to be pampered, if you want to be petted, if you want to be, so a man to be romantic towards you, don't continue arguing and trying to win over him. It's so wrong. In fact, you're pushing him further and further away from you. Remember, we are trying to talk about bringing in more romance into our relationships. The next one that is so important that I've noticed is dying in most of our relationships and in our marriages today is physical touch. Look, I'm not talking about sex here. Sex is not the only time you should get physical with your partner. There are a lot of, physical actions you can take to, make your relationship more romantic. Number one, you can hold hands, casual hand holding on the road, maybe strolling on the road and holding hands. It's so much more romantic than, that obvious stumbling on the bed. Another one you can do is hugging. Simple hugging. When he or she comes back, you see, that's hugging, like, I don't know. Try it if you are not doing it for a long time now. Maybe your husband comes back tired, or you come back from work tired. You just bring your partner close and hug. You don't have to say anything. You don't even have to kiss him or her. Just that gentle, coming in and holding yourselves. I mean, it passes this message of acceptance, comfort, homey. What do I mean by homey? Like, this is my home, this is my own person, this is my partner, this person is my own. That's the kind of message it passes across. So if you are not hugging him or her casually, start doing it today. You don't need to wait when there is a special occasion. No. Sometimes if he's just sitting down doing something or just relaxing, you can take yourself and then sit on his lap, hug his neck, and shake him a little bit. Those playful, childish acts makes your relationship more interesting. Another one for the men is maybe holding, playing with your wife's hair, or touching her hair. So many people, we've neglected a lot of these things. All we know is you kiss, you jump into the bed, and you finish the business and you go ahead and do other things. No, this sex is not romance. We're trying to talk about improving your romance in that relationship, to make it worth it, to make it bearable. Because a lot of things, like I said in my previous videos, a lot of things will bring sadness and bitterness as we continue going in life, because we are all humans. We have a lot of things we face. Now, if you can foster this romantic relationship with your life partner or your male partner, it will at least go a long way to relieve you of a lot of things. Apart from getting physical, another thing you can do to resurrect this dying romance in your relationship is paying attention to your partner. No matter how busy you are, try to pay attention to small details about your partner. What do I mean by details? When you really pay attention, or when you value him or her in your life, you will notice when they are emotionally down. You will notice when they are stressed. You will notice when they are even happy. You will be happy with them. You will be excited with them. Even when they are sad, you'll be sad with them. Why? Because you are paying attention to details. Now, apart from the emotions, the physical details about your partner is also important to be to be noticed. So when you pay attention to these little details about them, it makes somebody feel loved, and you are also doing what? Keeping the romance alive. You notice what they want to do. You notice the kind of things they hate. You notice the kind of things they like. You notice the things, even what they eat, even the kind of friends they want, the kind of movies, the kind of shows and everything. To you, I don't have time for that. After all, I'm giving her money, or I don't have time for that. After all, I'm fulfilling my obligation as a wife. Yeah, keep fulfilling your obligation as a wife or as a husband until it gets so boring that you guys will turn to roommates. No problem. If you enjoy that kind of relationship, please, by all means, go ahead. A very important one is to be showing little acts of kindness to your partner. A man can be kind, a woman can be kind. There are little things you do that is not your obligation. What am I saying? There are obvious obligations we have when it comes to relationships and maybe marriages, okay? When everybody is focusing on obligation, man, romance just runs away, because you're not going out of your way to make this person feel love. Everything is so calculated. Yes, it should be to an extent, but we talk about calculation when it's necessary. We talk about romance when it's what? Necessary. So showing acts of kindness means you are doing those little things that are not your obligation. I know a lot of men who don't even care whether their wives are looking good, or they don't care. To them, once they have provided for the family, every other thing goes. Some men don't do it. Why? There are men who make sure that from their wife's head to their toes, they are in charge of everything about her, even taking it, in fact, across the extended family, her extended family. They are doing it for their wife. Like, they want their wives to be what? Happy. They don't want to see her sad. So this one is not their obligation, but they are doing it because it's an act of kindness to their wives. So you see, those little acts of kindness are very important. Even as a woman, you extend the hand of kindness to his own people, and when he hears it, or when he sees you doing this thing, he will feel accepted. You see, to him, you have accepted him, and you've accepted every other person or every other thing around you. These are those little actions that we take that are not our what? Obligations. So try and be doing this. And when you do some of these things, you are doing what? Making sure that your relationship with your partner keeps getting hotter and hotter and hotter romantically. Like I told you at the beginning, this is a very interesting topic. That is, if you are interested in making your relationship more romantic. Remember, life will throw a lot of things at you. But you see, little romance in this relationship will help you to know how to do what? Navigate the storms of life easily. Okay, I know there may be conflict in this our relationships and everything, but when the romance is alive, you see, you guys can be having issues and be still, should I say, having issues romantically. I mean, you can imagine quarreling in a in a romantic manner. How interesting will it be? I just hope we will start putting some of these things in action from today. I love you. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Remember, we just have a mission, and that is helping the unmarried to choose right and to keep those who are already married from running away until they must.